Hey everybody, Jeremy here from Shade Tree Vintage Auto, and we are about ready to set out on an epic road trip. And so we're gonna hurry and go over some of the essentials that you should always carry with you in these classic cars.
Take a look at it. This guy's a nice apple through.
Yeah. We're not living, we're just having fun. Okay, so like I said, we are going on a road trip. We're driving from here in northern Utah down to Los Angeles. Gonna be doing some stuff down there and then driving back. So should be between 22 and 2,500 miles is what we estimate. So on a road trip like that, you definitely want to have a kit. And so we're gonna kind of go over what all of this stuff is, and then I'd like to hear from you guys down in the comments below what you think I missed and some of the stuff that you guys really like to have in your kit. We're gonna start up here at the top. Now, the first thing, this is just kind of a dumb, stupid little thing, is a sweater. Yes, I know it's warm, everything like that, and we're gonna be going even where it's hotter. But sweaters are great because if you need to get on the ground and lay under the car, they're a great, just little level of protection. So I'd highly recommend just having a kind of crappy little sweater that you can carry with you. Test light, because I mean, it's an old car. Electrical issues are bound to happen. So I would have that, and just some wire kit, like just different ends and a spool or two of wire. Then we have zip ties, which are very useful, all sorts of different things. I have this cool little kit here, and this is just specifically for wheels, but I've used it on many other things. I have that and a torque wrench because I like to, especially on aftermarket wheels, periodically just check the torque to make sure that they're good. It's a safe thing. It's really easy. Plus, this kit is really good just if we have to take a wheel off or anything like that, we have that. 90-minute gasket maker. So let's say that something happens on the road, such as a fuel pump goes out. You've got to change it on the side of the freeway. Here you go. You got your gasket maker. On that note, I do have a new fuel pump for the car, but it's not here yet. I've got to go get it in just a little bit. And then a gasket scraper as well, just to clean up the surface. I also take a can of carb choke cleaner. That is good to help clean the surfaces, and you can use it for all sorts of other things. Moving over, we got a necessity here. We got the quick detailer, because you never know when you might just pull up to a car show and you got to hurry and wipe the car down. I'm just kind of kidding, but it is nice to have. This is something I'm not kidding about. It's just having glass cleaner. Sometimes you get all sorts of just crap on the road, on your windshield and everything, and you can't see. So carry that. I have a nice shirt that I use. I just keep in the car to wipe the inside and outside down. They work better than a lot of the rags. Then I have 8 feet of 3/8 fuel line. This stuff comes in handy in a lot of things. If you have fuel system failure, you can stretch it out, whatever. If you run out of fuel, like I have this 5-gallon jug here, and these 5-gallon jugs, especially on like this car where you have to put it behind the license plate, it's easier just to sit that jug on the trunk and siphon it out. And at that same time, you can walk away and let it go. We have a 3/8 and a 1/2-inch impact. These are Milwaukee. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you guys are looking at getting new tools, Milwaukee stuff is great. So I'd recommend that. This is for your wheels and bigger stuff, obviously, and then the littler stuff. And then in my toolkit, which we'll go over here a little bit in a minute, I have extensions and all that stuff. Another really important thing is just have a mess of rags, clean rags, so that you can just wipe stuff down. Again, if you have a problem, you have to change something, you have rags to wipe everything up. So in this bag here, looks like just a crappy Walmart bag, which it is, but I have a funnel, and I keep my funnels with a towel. I put them together and wrap them up in the trunk so that dust, sand, whatever can't get in there, and they stay relatively clean. So I always recommend carrying your funnel like this. Also, it just helps with drainage. You know, when it sits for a while, the oil just kind of runs out and stuff. This contains the mess. Then I've got duct tape. So duct tape works for a lot of things. If you need it in an emergency, you can do all sorts of things. But the main reason I like it is because it works as a cup holder. So, and you take the plastic off, it kind of sticks to the carpet. It's awesome. So now we're going to move over here. I have a little air compressor, also Milwaukee. Great little tool. That thing, I think, goes up to like 100 or 120 pounds, but we will never need that on here. But it's just nice to have something like that so that if you get a low tire out in the middle of nowhere, you can pump it up and at least get to somewhere to get it fixed. So highly recommend something like that. And then jump cables, a nice set of jump cables. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, why not just have a jump pack? Well, we will have a jump pack with this, but sometimes jump packs just aren't reliable. Whereas jump cables, as long as there's a car around, you can just hook it up and you're not going to have a problem. So a good set of jump cables. Don't get cheap ones, get good ones. Carry those with you. And I would carry those with me all the time, and I do. Then I've got a tool set. So this has got all the sockets, extensions, all of that good stuff. Easy to contain. That's a cool little box. Actually, it's a really cool little box. But has all the tools I need, pliers, screwdrivers, everything that hopefully I would have to use. Very, very, very important thing is a case of water. And that's also very important for a lot of things. Especially in a road trip like this where we're going to be going I-15, there's a lot of desert, a lot of areas where there's just nothing for a long ways. And so having a case of water so that you can rehydrate yourself if you're stranded. Also, if I run out of antifreeze, which I do have a gallon, you can use that for the car. So case of water is great. I mentioned the gas can a little bit, but I am going to be carrying 5 gallons of fuel just because, I mean, in this car and the Dart, the fuel gauge worked to a point, but you never know when you're going to just end up running out because old cars are old cars. So 5 gallons of gas. I wouldn't carry that with me all the time. The only reason I'm doing that right now is because it's a road trip and there's a lot of open space with no filling stations. Then I've got my oil. In my cars, I love to use VR1 20W50. It's a race oil and it works really good. So highly recommend carrying a gallon of oil with you. Again, with the funnel. Just check your oil every time you get fuel, because even if your engine's brand new and you don't notice any leaks, these cars do consume a little bit of oil. It just happens. So always carry oil. And then you'll notice this empty milk crate as well as the full one. I like these milk crates. You can get them off of Facebook Marketplace or different places for just a couple bucks. Don't buy the really cheap, flimsy plastic ones. They just fall apart. Get a real milk crate. But they are great because you can actually put all of your stuff in these and it helps hold everything in place, contains it, and there's little places inside the trunk where you could use a bungee cord and strap it, do whatever. Really, really just nice, convenient little piece. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a tool. And then I have a bag here, and all of the loose stuff will be in the bag, so you can really just make it pretty contained in the back. Won't rattle or anything like that. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think I missed. Other things that you guys might like to have. I know some people say food and whatnot, and we'll have snacks because, you know, we're kids with adult money, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. And then, so we're going to be at Spring Fling, Van Nuys, California this weekend. We're also going to be doing some other stuff. I know I promised some different things coming up, and that's one of the reasons I haven't had as much on the channel recently. Well, you guys are going to start seeing some of this really cool stuff, just different things that a lot of people don't do. We're going to tour a couple factories and that do different things, and we'll go over that in those videos. Plus just a really cool road trip video. And we're going to stop at a couple just random places and do some just fun, different type of things. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and hopefully we'll get to see some of you guys down there in Van Nuys. I usually actually bump into quite a few people. So it should be fun, and you're going to get to see the Fugitive and Walter the Dart. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And one last thing that I almost forgot. I had it on the charger and forgot to mention it. Flashlight. Always have a flashlight, and maybe even road flares. Road flares are a good idea too. Anyway, yeah. Thanks again for watching.